cloud computing is very popular as an area. Also, I think the market has started to accept cloud computing as a very popular way to deliver services, right? And I think luckily in the United States, right, the IT infrastructure around cloud computing has matured to a point where it's fairly easy for companies, both small and large, to be able to take advantage of cloud computing, right? So that means, if they want to build their own cloud, there are lots of technologies out there, lots of both open source as well as software and hardware provided by companies like IBM. In fact, some of the open source ones, there's OpenStack, which actually IBM is a member of this consortium that is producing some of these capabilities. And then also, I think, from a public cloud perspective about where people can get their services, right? A lot of startups and a lot of smaller companies find that getting their services from these cloud providers makes life a lot more convenient because these things are already managed for them. So I think actually right now is a very great time for people to take advantage of these things.
Okay, so how about the suggestions? Like, is there anything that they should take particular attention to?
Well, I'd say, some of the things that our clients often ask us about are, for example, security. Okay, so security is an important topic, especially given more and more personal information, business information is being stored on the cloud, right? And so it's very important that a company looking to partner with a cloud provider makes sure that the cloud provider has adequate safeguards, architecture, things in place to make sure that data is kept secure, right? And that's something that at least IBM and a lot of the other big providers out there, right, take a lot of care in ensuring.
So the second question is, can you name several opportunities for cloud computing in China?
Yeah, so I think cloud is also a huge opportunity in China because the rapid growth, as well as the fact that lots of areas around the country are starting to build up infrastructure. So some of the big opportunities from our perspective are things like smarter cities, okay, which is an idea of how we can use cloud computing to make government's collaboration and interaction with citizens a lot more effective and more convenient, okay? Another example is, in smarter cities is something like smarter transportation, right? Where we use sensors to gather information about, for example, congested roadways, okay? And change, for example, the fees that get charged at certain toll booths, right? To incentivize people to take less frequently or less trafficked roads, right? So that makes it, overall, makes for a lower congestion in the overall network, right? So that's another example, right? And then, there are lots of examples of things like social networking and social collaboration, right? Which I think is already starting to take off in China, right? But I think there's, the opportunities are still there, and a lot of companies are using cloud to deliver those capabilities. So I think there's lots and lots of different opportunities in there.